So the 90s were a pretty wild time for Russia. After USSR got dissolved, and Yeltsin came to power, oligarchs came to power because all the assets that the country owned were privatized. So the entire country, there were some individuals that became very rich, but the population in general was struggling severely. Okay, so my name is Sasha Lukovenko. I was born in Moscow, Russia, in '86, and we left Russia in '99 and moved to Germany. And we moved immediately after the third or fourth financial crisis in Russia, where 4 out of the 5 major banks shut down overnight and left people without their life savings. At the time, it was my parents, my grandparents. We had some family in Germany, so we emigrated there. But even remote family members, everybody left. U.S., Israel, even New Zealand, but nobody's left in Russia. It was a really bad time. Then Putin comes to power, and he kind of puts some controls on the oligarchs and what they can do, and kind of stabilizes the country to a certain degree. Like people that haven't been paid in months. The country's population got paid off, and that's why he gained like significant support among the population. He's much richer than people estimate, because he has a hand in every pocket, like around like oligarchs and everything. It's a give and take. They have certain protection from him, and I'm sure they pay him off. Like at the heart of the current situation in Ukraine, right? So the country Ukraine had the option to either join Russia in their like post-Soviet kind of union of that region, like Eurasia, or they could join the Western world and maybe join the EU. However, the government, Yanukovych, who is now no longer in power, but he was basically in Putin's back pocket, and he ignored the population and basically said, no, we're going to join Russia, and that's when the whole protest started. So now with Russia moving in, NATO, and that includes U.S. as well, they don't want to start military action if they don't have to, because quite frankly that could be World War III right there. So the naval port is certainly a factor, and I guess the excuse is that there's such a significant Russian population that Putin is saying they might need that protection. I don't think the people there, like the Russian people, are being anyhow oppressed. So that might be just an excuse to like come into that region and secure that port. Free speech is not really a concept currently, because even like the TV stations, radio stations are government owned. So the information that comes to the country is very limited, and people don't want to, like, people don't speak out their minds. Like they maybe talk at like the family dinner or whatever, but they don't like go and speak out usually. Yes, I'm not sure how the crisis is going to get resolved with NATO and U.S. now, obviously holding talks with Russia. And I don't think he can just leave a Russian military in Ukraine without any repercussions. Otherwise, he can come into any country and just settle in there. You can obviously place the sanctions, but unless they follow through and actually enforce everything that's been put in place, it'll be again no effect. But yeah, I'm all for it. It's certainly better option than military action, because you definitely don't want a world war with Russia. Like there's no reason for that, I hope.